Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and go. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee you it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Rooney. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Check. 42's the mark. Me and you on deck. Ready?
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, watch the slant. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Pick it up.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Jones. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? He's got Burton here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
You draw closer. Check 4, check 4. Hey, exit. Hey! 42! I'm coming for you. You mine! Hustle, hustle.
So that'll back him up 5.
Boys, let's go. Let's go. Come on,
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
44, Mike, 44. Crunch time, defense. 44 to Mike, 44 to Mike. Check. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Rooney. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. You gonna take
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Here we go. 15.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Gator. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Here we go. Snap.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive lineman? We're seeing less and less.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He's coming to double up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Check 30. Get Mike. Wide, get wide.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, zoom. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Rooney. Open man is Trey Burton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick pass out to Miller. Quick move by Miller. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Check 13. Check 13.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rooney. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. McCrane's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's checking crack.
Rodgers now on first down. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Going right. Shoot.
Under 10. Under 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 58 to Mike. 50.
Hey, orbit.
Check.
Get up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This one fielded at the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, switch gears.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Rooney. This one into the hands of Burton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rooney. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We go. 60 outlaw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Looking to throw. Rooney. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 11.
Pilot, 64, wait.
Back to throw. Rooney. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's 3rd down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Look, last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
McCray able to knock this one through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Rodgers going to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie things up at 13. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at them with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
60 Pittsburgh.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
No. X3. 218. Just lead grip.
Looking to throw on second down. Rooney escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
We go. 70 Indy. Protein spill.
Throwing on third and long. Rooney. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Now Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Back now at Lambeau. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Blue draw quarters. Back north.
Here's Rodgers to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. 24. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Rooney. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And his kick is good. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Rooney. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Back to throw. Rooney. He'll find Miller. That's complete. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Recon, 132 fighter. Back north.
Check hot route. Hot.
Jumping down.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Nice hit,
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rooney. Flush to his right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Rooney. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Bravo.
Looking to throw. Rooney. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing
And they'll get a chance to